Hello everybody, thank you for watching. My name is Daniel from ACOPower, and today we're going to be looking at 4 options for PWM solar charge controllers. Now, these charge controllers help prevent batteries from overcharging when you use solar panels to charge them. And for each of these options, you can put solar panels up to an open circuit voltage of 30 volts. So these 2 solar charge controllers on the right are 5 amps. This one features no USB, but this one does have a USB. And on the left, we have these 2 solar charge controllers operating at 10 amps. This one with a USB and this one without. Now, for demonstration purposes, we're just going to be using this charge controller to give you the various functions and capabilities that it has. Now, each one of these has a 3-stage intelligent PWM charging capabilities that includes bulk, boost, equalize, and flow. And each of these charge controllers support 3 charging options: sealed, gel, and flooded. So let's go ahead and take a look at what is exactly on this thing. Now, on the bottom here, you're going to have 3 options. The first option is where you're going to plug your positive and negative leads for your solar panel. The next 2 screws are going to be where you plug in the positive and negative for the battery. And then in the last 2 screws is where you're going to plug in the positive and negative terminals of a load, for instance, a light bulb. So usually how you would do this is you'll have an MC4 cable connector, and you would unscrew these right here and plug in the bare cables right into those slots right there. So that's how you would plug that in, and this would connect into a solar panel. Now on the other end, you're going to do the same thing, get a positive and negative lead cable. You're going to place it in these holes and screw them down. And the other end is going to look like this. So these are what connects to the battery itself. And then likewise, you can connect like a light or an LED here. Any load could connect here as well. So first, whenever you want to operate these charge controllers, you're going to hook up the battery first so that it could recognize the voltage. Now you're going to want to place the negative ground first, and then the positive. And as you do that, you can see that the charge controller operates and boots up. Now with these charge controllers, you're going to have some lights here: PV, load, and battery selection lights. Now for the PV, if it is on and it's on solid green color, that means that your battery is charging using a solar panel. Now if it's off like it is here, that means there's no charging going on right now. And if it's flashing very fast, a green color very fast, that means the battery is over voltage, in fact. So next over here we have the load button, or the load light. If it is on, like we see here, that means the load is connected, which would be the battery. And then if that light is off, that means the load is off. If the light is slowly flashing, the load is overload. And if this light is flashing fast, that means the load is short circuit here. Now these solar charge controllers can charge different types of batteries. By default, it is charging sealed batteries, and you can notice that by this green light here. One LED green light means by default it's charging sealed. Then it could also charge gel batteries and flooded. So let's go ahead. I'm going to hold down this button for 5 seconds because we're going to switch the settings for the battery it's going to charge. So as you can see, it's flashing. So you can change this by pressing each one. Press it once. Now it's in the setting for charging gel batteries. Press it again. Now it's in the setting for charging flooded batteries. And you could keep pressing it to get the type you want. So I'm going to leave it at sealed because that's in fact what we're charging here. And you would just leave it until the light stops flashing. Just like that. So on the charge controller, you also have these little holes here that are going to be used for mounting the charge controller on a solar panel or a piece of wood, anything to keep this stable. And you also have a USB here. This is a 5-volt USB capable of 1.2 amps. And you can use this USB anytime the battery is connected like so. So you can go ahead and plug in your phone here and that would work just fine. So thank you very much for watching. Here are options for the PWM solar charge controllers. Again, we have 5 amp options, one without USB, one with USB, and we have 10 amp options, one without USB, one with USB. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.